Alrighty, good evening, America. How y'all doing this beautiful evening? It is I, the one and only Mr. CJ, and I would like to welcome you all here to What the Debt. It is currently about 9:23, almost 9:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Today's date is January the 30th, the year 2020. And, excuse me there. I'm actually having some coffee here at this time in the evening. Yes, once again, we're back to coffee, no longer drinking the black tea. Well, actually, I'm still drinking the black tea, but right now we're drinking coffee because we were lucky enough to get some good organic Colombian coffee from the store the other day. So, yeah. But, yes, folks, it is January the 30th. The year 2020, believe it or not, an entire month, or the first month of the first, not the first decade, but the first year of the next decade, you could say, if I said that right, has pretty much already passed by in just another day. Yeah, there's 31 days, I believe. But it's basically going to be February. Yeah, it's February 1st on the Saturday. But crazy, time is definitely flying. As is so, these numbers are definitely flying. Looks like our current debt, the United States national debt here, is sitting at around 23 trillion. Am I reading that right? Yeah, 23 trillion 226 billion 389 million and counting, about 700,000 there. And it continues to go up. Every now and then, if you stare at this for some time here, you'll see every now and then it'll go down, but mostly it goes up. That is definitely got to be due to all the debt, floating around. But it's crazy. There's so many numbers here. What I like to do is kind of just sit back and have some coffee and see what's going on here, Watch the numbers fluctuate. I guess think what I can do to save the world here. But obviously there's a lot of factors that go into play with the purpose of these debt clocks, because it's not only the U.S. national debt here. We got different debt clocks here. There's the income tax revenue, U.S. federal tax revenue, revenue per citizen, revenue per taxpayer. We got state debt here. If you after a while staring at this thing, things kind of start to become a little crystal clear. Some people may already know this, but if you see or if you notice, some of this stuff is labeled like red and some of it green, right? What I've noticed so far anyway, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not any sort of expert or anything like that, but the debts or the debt clocks, anything dealing with debt, debts owed or whatever, is in red here. You can see U.S. national debt is in red, U.S. federal debt is in red. Down here, interest on debt, U.S. total interest paid. This is for the unfunded debt interest. U.S. total debt, student loan debt, 444, make a wish. But as you can see, the green ones here Green is usually in the good or go. Kind of like whenever you're going down the road, driving your car, your spaceship, or whatever. And you come to a light, right? Obviously, if you stop, it's in the red there. Stop signs are red. Whenever you want to go, push on the gas, the light will turn green. Right? So, just a little info. In case you didn't know, in case you're looking at this thing and wondering what the heck is going on with all these numbers here. Or how do you actually read this? Obviously, when you first look at it, it's kind of like walking into a spaceship of some sort. What I like to do is kind of look at it really close here, with my face really close to the screen, and then kind of back away from the screen. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but 666 currency and credit derivatives now. You'll notice though here every now and then, that's what I like to look for also, those what do they call it, synchronicity numbers. Yeah, 666, there's a 444. After a while, you really look at this for a while, you'll start to notice like all kinds of them, they just start popping up out of nowhere for some reason. It's really cool actually. But yeah, the greens are obviously good. Dollar supply added now. What is that? 1 trillion, 47 billion, 369 million. That's a lot of moolah. But I was trying to think of some sort of a joke here to tell, but all you gotta do is kind of look at that national debt clock right there. You know, that's quite the joke right there. Some stuff I've been reading, or different lectures from different experts or gurus, I guess you could call them. What do you call it? The system, or the monetary system that we operate in right now, or the currency system in the U.S. Is based off of the Federal Reserve note, right? The U.S. dollar. So I was learning that the Federal Reserve, due to certain factors or certain reasons, was only supposed to be in play for a certain period of time, right? And apparently we've extended that certain period of time, which is why I guess there's all this talk about the stock market crashing, and the dollar having little to no value. Basically, it's, the value it has is you're the one who backs your labor, right? Our labor is what backs the dollar, in a sense, right? But obviously, before the Federal Reserve notes, in case you don't know, there used to be treasury notes or treasury bills, right? The dollar was backed by gold and silver. That's a whole nother story. I don't think I have enough time to really get deep or speak on that, but here in the future for sure. But once you really kind of start dabbling into the money or monetary system, or what currency is, currency exchange, the different countries and the currency that they operate with, really, really cool stuff, really interesting stuff. As with anything else, it takes a bit of study to really grasp certain concepts.